Steve Ward here with Mercedes-Benz of Lindon. I want to show off a beautiful GLE. Now, of course, the GLE is the new name for the ML. So it's really a facelift. They haven't changed everything on the car. We've got a few things up front in the grille. Taillights are a little different. And then, of course, the inside, we've got that floating screen. We'll talk about that a little bit. Other than that, for the most part, the same vehicle. You know, freshen up here, and a name change. Mercedes is trying to make it a little bit easier for people who aren't familiar with the brand to get acquainted with these different models. Of course, the E is going to signify that this is a mid-size vehicle. So, of course, we have a GLA. Over in Europe, there's a B. We've got our S. GLS, which is now was formerly the GL. So they're changing the badging a little bit just to try to make it easier. Of course, an A is going to be a smaller vehicle, S is a larger vehicle. Therefore, that's why I'm saying the GLE is a mid-size vehicle. Now, notice right away here on the back, we've got the tow hitch. Very important on these vehicles. It's a unibody construction. You want to make sure that if you need to tow, towing capacity is 7,200 pounds. If you need to tow with this vehicle, make sure that you've got this Class 4 hitch attached to the unibody construction. Otherwise, it can be very expensive, or you won't get the towing capacity that you need. Notice here we've got those sensors right there in the bumper. We'll have those in the front and the back, part of the Parktronic system to warn you if you're getting close to something. Note here we've got a lot of space in the back. Right underneath here we've got the spare tire. Access doors here to the tail lights, privacy cover here. Of course, we can take that out. Seats do fold down, and note we do have a tailgate that does open and close. Note 4MATIC. It's an all-wheel drive vehicle. Near ear even split from the front to the back. It ensures that it's going to be fantastic in all weather conditions. Note here we've got the keyless entry, as well as the keyless go. This is a black MB-Tex material. Nice white top stitch. Now this car is a 2016 model. It's been in our demonstrator service and is available to you. It's been here at the dealership. I wanted to note also here that we've got these the rear shades. Beautiful woodwork in the vehicle. Note the stitching lines going this way from bottom to top. Yeah, it gives a little bit more comfort and support on your back. A nice bolster. Palladium silver in color. Note we got the roof racks up top. Standard lighting. See the little camera right here. That's part of the Parktronic system. You're going to have a camera in the front, the back, and then up underneath the mirrors here, and you can kind of see that camera right up here. And that gives us a 360 view. I'll show you that here in a second when we jump inside. You can see the overall condition of the vehicle is fantastic. Note over here on the outside of the mirror, it is equipped with the blind spot assist, which is a radar-based system that'll warn you if people are in your blind spot. Notice the controls right here, very easy to access from the steering wheel. That's a safety feature. Instead of fiddling down on the side of the seat and trying to focus on driving, Mercedes-Benz felt like that was a better way to better place to place the buttons. Steering wheel's very ergonomic. Very comfortable here. Note we've got paddle shifting. These buttons here control everything in the screen here. And then over here, this is this joystick, if you will, which is actually called the command controller, is still in the car. That's how we control everything. But they've also added this touchpad here, so you can just touch it here, or you could write out letters and numbers and things like that. Now, I mentioned the floating screen. Most of our cars are going this way, and if you notice that the top of the screen is at the same height as the top or the hood of the vehicle. Now that's significant because research has shown that as you're driving along, you want to be able to catch this out of your peripheral, you want to be able to catch what's going on out the window out of peripheral. And so when you drive, you can control it here, because touch screen, again, if I'm looking at the icon, or my finger, and I'm looking at the icon and I'm trying to make connections, I'm not looking where I'm going. So therefore, they've tried to make everything very simple and easy. Got to remember, Mercedes-Benz is all about safety. With over 100,000 patents, they really are the innovator when it comes to safety. Note, this is also new for the GLE, which is the ability to change 5 different settings here, from off-road, snow, comfort mode, sport mode, and then an individual mode, which allows us to set up steering. So in this vehicle, we've got a electromechanical steering. That's part of the thing that helps us steer as part of the Parktronic and guide us into and steer us into parallel parking spots. But it also allows that to be stiffer, or a little bit more comfortable or easier to turn. And then it also, like if I switch it up here to sport mode, it's going to be more aggressive in the way that it is going to handle and shift. So that's nice. Manual mode here again. This little button here, when I push that, it comes up, gives us some feedback from wheel slippage and traction and things like that. You can see here, besides the floating screen, everything is kind of a little bit more flat here. Things are trimmed out. It gives it a nice, elegant feel. Again, note the overall condition of this vehicle, since it is a used vehicle that we are selling. I want you to be able to have an informed look at this vehicle, because I know many of you may be coming and looking at these from across the country. This is the feedback sensors for it. The Parktronic again, bump sensors in the bumper. We shift the vehicle here. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put it in reverse. And note, this is our 360-degree camera, which is pretty cool. You can see the lines are going to predict where we're going to go. We can see the curb. Here, as I go up here, I can have some different selections here. If I had the ball on the hitch there and I was going to back onto my trailer, it would be easy to do so and see where I'm going. If you were backing up into a parking garage or something, you could see that very easily. Anyway, as we go through here, we've got different things that we can look at, front wheels, back wheels, etc. So it gives us a nice view of everything as we look at that. Now, when I shift it into forward, you can say that also that my camera is going to show me where I'm going to go, and it's going to do that until I get up to about 15 miles per hour, and then it will shut off. So that's handy. It keeps your from hitting things on the side of your car, but it also is nice so you don't ruin your wheels and things like that. And then to put it back in park, I simply push this button. Now, another really cool safety feature. Say, for example, I'm in park here, or I'm in drive, and I want to open up my door. As I open up my door, you can see that actually went back to park. I don't know about you, but I've oftentimes failed to put it in park. Another cool feature here in this vehicle is we've got this heated and cooled cup holders. There's a cool and there's a hot. Lights up and tells us what we got going. Nice accordion compartment lid there. Place to put your phone and other things here. Of course, we got the full gamut of Bluetooth streaming audio and everything else you would expect in a modern vehicle. Well, we pride ourselves on offering to you these fantastic pre-owned vehicles here at Mercedes-Benz of Lindon. Invite you down to take it for a ride. My name is Steve Ward with Mercedes-Benz, exit 273 in Lindon. 801-222-4400.